Something's put a swing in your step. What's on your mind? I kept thinking about Durban. We barely made it out of there by the skin of our teeth. Yes, but the way the people cheered. Remind you of your time in the arena? No, actually, it was different. How so? They weren't cheering for us, really. They were cheering for themselves. Well, you're not fighting for yourself anymore. You're fighting for them. I suppose you're right. It's easier, isn't it? Fighting for someone greater than yourself? Certainly more rewarding. You've changed, Arima. For the better, I'd hope. Though it's hard to imagine I'm half the fighter I once was. Either way, you're twice the man. Maybe you finally found what you're looking for. Maybe I have. Hey Arima, how can I get myself a belt like that? Well, Benji, this belt has a long history. How old is it? Centuries old. Really? Wow, it's in pretty good shape for centuries. Before I won it, it had not been worn in a long time. How'd you win it? It's awarded to the one who holds the record of the most undefeated matches in the Oasis Arena. Wait, so technically I could win it from you? You could, and I would be honor bound to deliver it to you. All you'd have to do is break my record. Alright, how many matches will it take? I'm embarrassed to admit this, Benji, but I don't actually remember. It's been a long time. I'm sure the record is kept somewhere in Aramore. Can you give me an idea? More than 10? 20? More than 100 at least. Oh. What if we started our own arena in Red Hill? Could we make our own belt? You certainly could. Seems like a good plan. Give the people some entertainment in their community. Maybe Fenton could help me forge something huge and epic. Sure, he'd be glad to. Benji saw that writing on the wall and was like, oh nope, we're not doing that. Hey, Akaius, remember what we said about drawing lines? Yes. Well, I think we should keep an eye on Alexa. Half the time she seems like she's about ready to race the Jorn all by herself. She definitely has no love for Varric. That's the understatement of the century. Well, I'll make a note of it, but I wouldn't worry too much. If anything inspires her, it's her love of the common people. And there are plenty of those in any city. That's true. I'm no politician, but I have to think we'll need their support for the Delia we want to rebuild. It's definitely the wiser route than the one Varric took. Sometimes it just seems like it's a personality trait for these guys. What do you mean? Like they hate common people just to be quirky, the way someone might have a thing for Sun Elf tragedies or battle tiaras. And rather than make them unique, it actually makes them just like everyone else. Exactly. Sometimes they don't even see how it benefits them. There are those who take a different approach. Monroe's father, for example. And look at how Monroe resents him, case in point. I'm not so sure he will by the end of all this. When the dust settles, his father may be one of the few lords that remain. Maybe it's the start of a new trend then. Well, I wouldn't count on it. Come on, a little wishful thinking never hurt anybody. I'm not sure that's true, actually. Mr. Cynical over here, picked that up in your lull days? Wouldn't you like to know? Something I'm spying on you for the Delian army, huh? You could be playing the long game.
Not even.
I never play the long game. Now that I'm quite skeptical of. Hey, don't stand.
Not likely.
You're right, I wouldn't want a certain Aramoran princess to hear us. Hey Ren, you're a long way from home. You are not so close yourself. I guess not. Definitely saw more of Terra than I expected to this year. I imagine you feel the same. I have always traveled for business to meet the needs of my clients. Got it. Cryptic for sure, but I think I get the idea. My work demands a certain degree of confidentiality. I can imagine. What was your occupation before all this? I was in the army, if you can believe that, wearing different colors than Irving and his friends. We saw eye to eye when it came to protecting civilians. For then, I don't know. I describe myself as a local friendly face. Hunter to some, poacher to others. It's a matter of perspective sometimes. Poacher? With a reputation like that, you might have made a fitting target to the right client. That's a disturbing thought. I'd rather not entertain. No use worrying about it now. Of course not. Now I'm just an accomplice to some treasonous revolutionaries. Who could be bothered by that? Many people, actually. That's my point. Well, at least you have excellent protection. Talking about yourself? Of course. You know what? That's good to know. I feel safer already. Good. Consider yourself lucky, Garrick. Normally I charge a hefty price for my services. And just what services do you think you're providing me? Seeing as your personal bodyguard. God, this is about that kill earlier, isn't it? Then you remember benefiting from my services. What I remember is making an effort to let you have that kill. I don't understand. Why would you do that? Because I'm not a wet worker collecting ears on a string and charging by the stab wound. I'm just trying to get things done, and you know, let everyone feel like they're part of the team. I don't collect ears on a string or charge by the stab wound. You know what I mean. No, I don't. Are you saying you felt pity for my lack of kills? That's one way to look at it. I don't need your pity. I was perfectly happy living fairy tale land till you came waltzing over here talking about charging for bodyguard services. We shall see how you fare without my services. Sure thing, Ron. I'm gonna have to guess about the same as before. Perhaps. Hey Maeve, Faust and I have been having this debate. I was wondering if you could settle it for us. Please enlighten me. Faust says you're a half-elf because both of your parents are half-elves, but I thought your mom was a human and your dad was an elf. Neither is quite right, but perhaps unsurprisingly you're much closer. The human part comes from my father's side. So he was a human that married an elf woman? Yes, many years ago now. He knew his life was short, but what could be done? He was in love. So he's gone now? We lost him just before I began my education. But I was blessed to have him for a father all the same. Did everything he could to put me through all those years in academia. Sorry, Maeve, I'm sure that was hard. I know Marin was pretty disappointed when our parents couldn't come home for her trials. Must have been after Varric suspended non-medical leaves. You'd know better than me. It's a shame the King's wrath impacted your family so directly. But don't despair. We'll make this right. When there are no more wars for your parents to fight, they'll return home once more. That'll be a happy day. Indeed it will. Yeah, see something? Yeah, you. You can't just go sneaking up on people like that, Ren. How long have you been standing there? Not long. You're very easily started. Well, if you think back to how we met, maybe you can figure out why. We met in the Towering Weald. Right, so you are afraid of trees? No, we weren't almost killed by trees. We were surrounded by a Sylvan tribe. Encountering Sylvans here is highly unlikely. Obviously, it's one that... Never mind. Strange. Very strange. Oh, I'm the strange one now. Yes. I'm not the one popping up silently behind people. No, I doubt you could do that if you tried. Hey, now what am I supposed to make of that? Your armor's very loud. Nice save. Save? Save from what? Come on, don't try your luck. See, I have something private to ask you about. You're good with this sort of thing. What sort of thing? Well, romance. Wooing people. What in the world would make you think I'm good at that sort of thing? I mean, look at you. You were a barmaid. You told me stories about using people's emotions to get a bigger tip. Seems like you got it down. Oh, Bianca, that's not the same thing as romance. Wish it were. It'd be a damn Baroness right now. I could try, though. What are we working with? Found myself thinking non-stop about someone. I want to show them that I care more than they know right now. Haven't had much occasion to do so. Bianca, we're in the middle of a war, if you hadn't noticed.
Not even.
So you're going to act like you and Garrick don't have a little thing going on? I resent that. You can't use my own situation against me like that, you snake. You're the queen of doing that. Okay, fine. You have to tell me who it is. Promise you I won't gossip about it, though I can't promise I won't want to. As long as you don't tell Garrick, that man has a mouth bigger than the spire. No, I know it. Oh, come on, that's just gross. You know what I mean.
Come on.
Spit it out. Okay, it's Samara. Samara, but she's so regal. I thought we agreed that you're a country gal. Yeah, but she gets me somehow. Not really sure how to put it into words right now. That's fine. Fair enough, even if I think Alexa's a better match.
No,
Such a bonehead. Kidding, King. Let's see if we can't snag you a princess. Roses are red, roses are blue. Oh, Jesus. Rose, where have you been all day? I needed your input. Oh, around? Be honest with me. Alright, I was taking a nap. A really long nap. Rose, war, what in the world makes you think it's okay to take a nap? I never asked to go to war. No, but here you are. If you're negligent, you'll be on the fast track, getting yourself killed. Oh, it's not like you would care. You just need my archery to fulfill your vendetta. Some spies from Little Red Hill Rose. Huzzah, huzzah. Sorry, you know I didn't mean that. Don't apologize. You have to stop doing that. Remember what I drilled into you in prison? I know. What was it? Do I have to say it? Yes, of course you have to say it. Say it until my ears bleed. All or nothing. What was that? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Nothing.
There we go. Alright. The support's out of the way. Get some upgrades going. Okay. Kill Train Benji. And look at their stunning victory at Durban. Brookstead has become a priority target for Delia. The party resolves to do what they can to ensure the safety of their families. They head now to Brookstead, only to find they have arrived too late. It is already under attack, though a defense appears to be led solely by a strange pink-haired woman. Late again. Black Knight. We may never get the first step on these people. Why would the Delian troops be assaulting the village with such force? They should only be here for a select few. Seems we spend a great deal of time attempting to explain Varric's motives rather than rectifying his actions. Indeed, he's making an example, as rulers who feel their control slipping often do. If you don't intervene, this town won't exist outside of history. Abyss take me before I let that happen. Let's show them what it means to be from Brookstead. This was my home once too. It deserves better. Better not touch Grandpa. They won't. They don't stand a chance. Never did. Townspeople seem to be putting up quite a fight. Looks like that woman's in the thick of it. She's losing allies fast. Let's see. What are her grows? Let's see. Arcanist would be a good one. Mastery and magic, very high. Battle mage. Having defense up would be good. What's her defense increased by 10% of her magic? Okay, so she does not need a defense growth. Conjurer and Magician. Yeah, those would not be as good. Since she just needs a magic growth, not a defense growth, so we can just focus on, we can just make her an Arcanist outright. Mastery increases accuracy. Yeah, that's a good one too. Well, she just got reinforcements. To arms, friends! It's time the people of Brookstead saw who we've become. Well, what's everybody else? Oh, her name is Liberty. Interesting. Oh. What? Why are... What? What? Why is... Okay. Yeah, there was no indication that I had actually selected anything, so I was a little confused. You're fine. You'll be okay, you'll be okay, you'll be okay. Probably not okay. Yeah. Get you over there. Let's... Some healers over there. Alright. Oh, nice. Liberty is valiantly defending Brooks on her own. Reach her and repel the enemy forces. Should probably just leave her standing still. For the most part. Especially since it looks like she's not that great stat-wise right now. Yes! Benji! Benji! Benji!
It will be done.
Lead the way. I hope you deserve this.
Bam.
This ends here! I'm all fired up!
Shame with no crits. What? Oh. Well, at least leveled up.
One step at a time.
Me?
You've made your death a necessity.
Ooh, and a critical hit at that. Ouch. Yeah, I figured as much.
This should be fun.
The hell? Why do these guys have such high dodge?
It's rude to stare. It's rude to stare.
Now, the might of Threllasar.
Well, damn.
Bottoms up.
Dead.
You have my thanks.
Of course. Seems like everything just has high dodge on this chapter for some reason.
It will be done. You face the Sonori.
Lead the way.
This ends here!
Oh, damn.
Out of Benji's way!
I couldn't resist that 99%. Ah, damn. Hmm.
On the move.
Where does it think he thinks he's down there? Oh darn. Of course. And dead. Hey Elle, I'm doing alright. How about you?
Experience is a fine weapon.
Decorated your apartment this weekend for Christmas? It's not even December yet, Al.
It's rude to stare.
You have my thanks.
Yikes.
It's more lively like this.
Me.
Oof.
Hold him.
Biggest question. It's more lively like this. Is it? Is it lively? Is that the only reason? Yes, I'm pretty fine. All I know is, in America, a lot of the companies have been celebrating Christmas since October, like, since the 31st of October or November 1st.
How can I assist? My shield is yours.
It will be done.
Benji's always ready.
Out of Benji's way!
Benji the Kill Train, choo choo!
It's on.
Been waiting for this.
Also, it feels like the stats for this chapter on all the enemies is just kind of whack. Because these are like tier... Oh, I thought they were tier 3 units. Never mind. I just never seen those ones. Okay. No, they had some other guys here whose
If you're
defense,
sure.
whose dodges were just ludicrously high.
In position.
Alright, you're down. Oh, interesting. Who's the lowest level? Okay.
Are you sure?
Can do.
So how early do they celebrate? Do they start putting out like the Christmas decorations over where you are? Do they also put it out like November 1st? Do they do earlier, later? I know for America it's weird because we have our Thanksgiving in between Halloween and Christmas, so that's just why it's weird for us, but I don't know what it's like over there. Jesus. Okay. Well, you're gonna be a problem.
Fine by me.
Right.
My shield is yours.
At your disposal.
And sort of like this, I don't. It's like all the units are around the same levels as us, but for some reason I can't seem to hit them. Okay, we need piercing damage. Oh, die.
Damn, I'm good.
That worked out.
This should be fun. On the move.
Ooh, I think she's the third left. Oh fuck.
Sure bungled this one.
Bottoms up. This one's on the house. This one's on the house. Let's see it then. It's on.
Ooh, Okay.
At your disposal. Such is your fate.
Ooh, critical hit.
Benji's always ready. It will be done.
Wrong day to play hero.
That's new.
Apparently Swiftwind went off at some point.
Coming in hot!
I've got a lot to learn.
I will. Strength is the only path to peace.
If you're sure.
Oh yeah, L. I remember the other day I was watching there's a streamer and speedrunner who goes by the name of Astral Spiff. I saw one of his videos on YouTube where he had like compiled a bunch of VODs together and stuff. And he's Canadian, but he lives out in the western part of Canada. And I guess somebody had asked him whether or not the Canadians appreciate speaking French. It was just kind of... Well, apparently he didn't have an answer, so he had to ask too. He had to ask his audience. Because I guess out in Western Canada, they don't really care. Apparently Western Canada, they don't care whether you speak French or not. Eastern Canada cares a little bit more. And then Quebec is something special. Oh, well, there's the first time that's going to happen. Although Quebec has always been something special. Look at all those units I have. Sure is a shame I can't bring them with me.
We stand as one. Oh no!
The worst part is Arcanist is probably her best possible choice. I guess we'll just take the defaults then. Still having to wonder, like, what the hell? Guess we can try this and see how it goes.
My shield is yours.
Why does... That's what I don't understand, is why is their dodge so high when they're like the same level as I am? That's a strange.
I'm on it. Such is your fate.
Got all his health back.
One step at a time.
%101%. Jesus.
Out of Benji's way!
I didn't know it was possible for the buffs to go over 100. Of course.
Time for a beatdown!
Are you excited for the new Fire Emblem at all, Elle?
work?
I could have done that.
I'm on another level.
Ah, Jesus. I know Fenton's not going to survive this chapter. Oof. So we got... Okay, best bet.
You won't feel a thing.
Take him out. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Lead the way. Glad you're okay.
Why do you
Ooh,
even
critical
bother?
hit. Jesus. Bro got snapped.
Out of Benji's way!
Jesus, this is a naturally 99% crit chance. What the hell?
Smash!
We have truly unlocked Benji, the kill tray. Yeah, I can.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Ooh.
I'm on it. Such is your fate.
Ooh, and a critical hit all the same.
bad, not bad.
Smash! The best just keeps getting better.
My shield is yours.
Oh dear. Alright, there we go. Right.
It's on!
So it shall be. I'm a healer. But
Are we sure Faust is a healer? He doesn't do a whole lot of healing things.
Ready! I'm all fired up!
always bigger fish. As you command.
Oof. Double crits and no damage.
Let's get going.
Oh yeah, that's really bad.
How can I help?
No good choices.
Benji brings the heat!
Well, we finally found someone who'll survive it. Oh. Well, that's a shame. And Alexa's gonna go down. Oh, and she dies. Dodge again?
Can do. In position.
What can we do with these guys? Oh. Wasn't that fun? Ah. Gotta figure that must have been the case.
Do not lose hope.
Don't look at me. As you command.
Ready. Time for a beatdown.
Alright. If I can get 2 crits, it'll be fine.
This ends here.
Yep, there we go.
Been waiting for this.
Speed.
So it shall be.
I will.
So it shall be.
Move him back for safety. Gonna leave Liberty where she is. This should be it. Hey, nope, she's dead. Okay.
Tried.
Jesus. Where'd my mouse go? Why did it just stop? Okay.
We. Oh no!
Try this.
You won't feel a thing.
What will it be? What will it be?
On the move.
Coming in hot!
Well, this guy should be going down then.
Too easy.
Double crits.
Honored.
I'm on another level.
Ready. This ends here!
Alright, can we get double crits? Oh, damn it. That would have been the best way to end it.
Let's get going. No hard feelings. Your end approaches.
Damn. Straight to 0.
One step at a time.
Benji's always ready. Out of Benji's way!
My shield is yours. How can I assist?
see what we got. Let's go to that one. That one.
Out of Benji's way! It will be done. Stand and fight.
This one's at least gonna go down this battle. A little bit overkill.
I've got a lot to learn.
No, no, no.
Ready.
Darn, no crits. Cat demanded attention. As per usual.
It's rude to stare. It's rude to stare.
Today was not their day. Thought you'd never ask.
Okay, at least I looked down on that one. Darn.
You're making me look bad. Lead the way.
Stop poking me.
Don't look at me.
Of course.
It's on. I'm all fired up. Have I seen the game Marvel Midnight Sun? I remember seeing like some advertisement image for it, but I didn't look into what it was.
Necessary.
Strength is the only path to peace.
All I know about it is that it's supposed to focus on one of their, it focuses on a hero team. I think the hero team,
Bye, me.
but I don't remember. I don't know much else about it. All I know is that it's a team of heroes. I think Ghost Rider and Wolverine were in it, but I don't know much else. And that's, even then, I'm probably wrong. It's made by the XCOM developers. Okay, yeah, that's pretty interesting. I did like XCOM. For as difficult as it could be, I did like it.
Out of Benji's way!
Ooh. Oh, Benji took a big hit.
At your disposal.
That is 58. That would be 64. That would be 78. Well, I guess that's the best chance I got.
Benji brings the heat.
And I got it. Dead.
Please clap.
Doing a lot better this go around.
Don't look at me.
So the first trailer for the new Indiana Jones. I didn't realize they were gonna make one. I thought they were done after Indy 4.
Good.
But does it look decent at least?
Stay with me.
Post in the Discord. All right, sounds good.
You have no honor.
Critical hit.
From ember to flame.
Oh no, you got trolled. It was so fake. Okay. I was just thinking, it's like, I don't know why they would make another Indiana Jones, but okay.
At your disposal.
They've done weirder things. I mean, hell, they made a sequel to Enchanted like 20-some years later. So I guess it's not that far out there. Oh, they are making a new one? Okay. So they are making a new one, but the trailer you saw was fake? Is that what it is? Okay. At least I got that initial hit in. Well, that ain't
As you command.
that ain't so bad.
Not so fast.
Chain it down.
It's on.
Let's do it.
This fake trailer should say in the title. When was the upload date for that trailer? Because I've noticed a lot of times there some of those fake trailers that show up were actually uploaded like a long time before the movie was. Like it was around the time the movie was announced, but long before production really went forward. It was uploaded today? Oh damn.
Stay with me.
That's the best kind of trolling. Although my guess is probably, I don't know how good that video looks. I'd have to see it later. But I'd say there's a pretty good chance that the guys who were doing the fake trailer probably were doing it
long before the first trailer dropped. They probably had no idea the first trailer was going to drop today. It was just by coincidence. That kind of stuff takes quite a bit of time, at least a couple months, just to even start working on it.
Today was not their day.
Stay with me.
Besides, without fake trailers, where would 2010 YouTube have been if it weren't for fake movie trailers for a Metroid movie and a Sonic movie?
This should be fun. On the move.
Stop poking me. Don't look at me.
Every time I hear Faust speak, it's very weird. I have a friend who sounds very similar to him. It's not the same guy, he's not the voice actor, but I have a friend who sounds very similar to him. So every time he talks, I feel like this guy just suddenly popped up on Discord.
How can I assist?
Back in the fight.
Hey, promotion. Okay, so they can still do the thing where they can go to any of these. All right. Crusader. Divine Purpose. Attacking increases the effect of your next heal. Stacks infinitely. What the fuck? Zealous Rush. Gain movement range when a bonded unit gets to low health. Paladin. Indomitable. Any damage over 20% of max health is reduced by 50%. Savior's Grace. Healing leaves a ward on allies and increases healing taken for 3 turns. Chalice +1 healing range. And we got dodge increased by 15% of power. That's useful. Saw a documentary today about French people living in Detroit and it made you think of me. Well, that's nice, I guess. I don't quite live in Detroit. I live in a... I don't even know if I guess it's kind of like a suburb. Yeah, I guess it's close enough. Yeah, I didn't think that there was a big French community in Detroit. At least I don't hear about it. I know in Detroit proper there's a big community of Mexicans. We have a couple of sort of metro cities where there's a lot of Arabs and Poles. There's a few people. All right. Let's see. It's like we got Mexicans, Arabs, Poles. I don't know many French. I've heard French here. I know there are some French. There's not very many. And even then, I think most of the French that I've heard is probably Canadian. That's... Oh god, that increased by 15% of power. Very useful. Very phantom. Ethereal can move through enemy units. Reaper power increased by 0.4% per percent of enemies missing maximum health. That's actually pretty interesting. That's actually pretty powerful. My God. Okay, I guess this is the best option she's gonna have for hitting anything. Jesus Christ. Didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Will I get FF7 Crisis Core? Hell yeah. I liked the original Crisis Core. I never finished it, but I liked it a lot. Even if the slot machine could sometimes give you very interesting results.
Been waiting for this.
Yes, I'm gonna get the, I don't remember if it's supposed to be like a full-on remake or more of a remaster, but it's still gonna be interesting for me.
Benji's always ready. Benji brings the heat.
Oh, it's sort of in between a remake and a remaster. Alright. That's still interesting. And where's Liberty at now? She's still down there. Okay. I guess what I'm wondering about is if it's going to be... Is it going to be like a regular remake kind of thing? Or are they doing it with the way they did the FF7 remake? Where the remake in the title is basically a lie.
You're gonna regret that.
Gameplay is improved, the graphics, the story is the same. Okay. So it is more like a typical remaster kind of deal, opposed to a remaster than a remake. And yep, right back where we were before, where it looks like Phantom's the only thing that's gonna let her even do anything good. Also, summons look a bit different. That's fine. They usually do a pretty good job with the summon animations, so I'm not too concerned.
Hey, Swift one kicked in.
Good. Now do it again.
Damn, Swift one still kicked in.
I know I did see one of the trailers for Final Fantasy 16. And that's looking like it's going to be a very interesting experience.
It's rude to stare!
Darn.
How can I assist?
Oh dear. Not Alden, no!
Someone your own size.
Okay, good. He can't be healed. Okay.
As you command.
Can do.
Let's get going. With every shot, progress.
This should be fun.
As you finish God of War, you replace Cyberpunk
Meeting
better
expectations.
conditions. You replay Cyberpunk better conditions on PS5. Okay. I take it you prefer the Cyberpunk experience on the PS5 than the PS4? From what I understand, that was Cyberpunk on console did not exactly release in the best state. Now it's with all the updates. Okay. I know that the PC version got better with the updates, but I just never got into it enough in the first place to notice.
It's on.
Oh, damn.
At your disposal.
Alright. What can Benji do to these guys? Oh, not much. That's not ideal.
Benji brings the heat!
Oh, that was all I had to do?
Come on, who's surprised?
I expected there to be like an extra bit. Like after I get to her, I expected to have to like, then clear the enemies out, but okay. Look at them run, cowards. Hopefully this makes Varric think twice before sicking his soldiers on his own civilians. Too late. I'm sorry, Esme. Fight bravely. People of Brookstead owe you a great debt. Irving, thank the gods you're safe. Forgive me, have we met? Long ago when you were far too young to remember. Aunt Liberty? What are you doing here? Your father dispatched me as soon as he learned you'd set sail for Etlan. He quickly suspected Varric would try something unconventional, though I'm afraid not quickly enough. What do you mean? Has something happened to Mother? Soldiers already captured her by the time I arrived. I tried to catch up, but I was quickly overwhelmed. It was all I could do to rally a handful of townsfolk and stage a defense. No doubt the town still stands thanks to you. Gods, Mother. Sorry, Irving, but don't lose hope. We'll find her. Esme is a strong woman. That's why your father married her. She'll hold her own until we do. Grandpa, you're alive! Alden, Marin, thanks the gods. Where in blazes is my son? Father, I'm glad you're alright. What in the abyss are you doing here? A lot of you put this entire town in danger with your presence. Left of it, maybe. And here I thought we just saved it. Perhaps you have. Good to see you, son. You too, Dad. Brookstead's not safe for any of these folk anymore. Have you a camp nearby? I'd say we've a lot better than a measly camp, but it's quite a ways off, especially for these little legs. Sounds like we best get moving. Varric won't hesitate to strike with a force 3 times the size. Good advice. On my back, dwarf. Lead us home, Irving. Garrick, put those sharp eyes to use. Be certain we aren't followed. Yes, father. My condolences, Irving. Can't imagine what this is like for you. You can't blame yourself. We did everything we could. In fact, I'd say you were successful in rescuing me. I don't know how much longer I could have held out alone. At any rate, I won't abandon my mother to her fate. So what do you suggest? We stroll into Sojourn and knock on the front door of the keep? We would need an army.
Oh, yeah?
Then we get one. Of course, we'll have Corban draft a poetic letter to Count Montreux and we'll raise all the levies of Nulay. I'm serious, if we want to stand a chance of rescuing Irving's mother, we'll have to go through Varric. And much is clear. Luckily for us, this land is full of strong and capable folk with no love for the king. Citizens across the Lie are already taking up arms against the king. In your name, Irving. Who better to rally them together around a common cause? But where would we go? Another infamous prison, ripe with agitators, pining for their liberation, naturally. Not exactly. Listen, I grew up in High Ridge. People there have a special devotion to Fane, the god of oaths. Celebrate his festival every year. It's at the end of the third week of Duskheart. Third week of Duskheart ends in 5 days.
No time to waste.
Which gives us just enough time to get there if we leave now. Suppose we make it in time, then what? The city patrol routes haven't changed in 100 years. If we're careful, I can get you past the guard. Easy. Once we're in, we set Irving up in the town square. Citizens of High Ridge are proud and freedom-loving people. Appeal to their honor and remind them of the countless oaths their king has broken. They will follow. Follow where? Shall we lead them right back to the caverns, or perhaps announce our secret location in the town square? Of course not. We simply tell them to follow the dragon's tail south. Many of the prisoners you've already freed have experience in discretion. We can use them as scouts. When they encounter refugees looking to join our efforts, if they seem in earnest, they lead them to Marrowhold. What makes you think these scouts would be so discreet? They ended up behind bars
You
one way
got
or
that
another.
right.
I'd consider that an advantage, a lesson learned. One more reason not to end up in Delia custody again. Dubious at best. I'm more worried about what happens immediately after Irving's speech. I'm sure the garrison will descend on us like an angry hive. We'll have to bust out of there, but we should all be able to help with that. I'm not sure about this, Irving. I'd assume the king's got every soldier on double patrols looking for us. We have to take every precaution, but what choice do we have? Another opportunity like this might not present itself for a long time. Alexa, if we took refuge during the day and traveled by night, could we still make it in time for the festival? We'd be cutting it close, but I think so. We leave tonight as soon as it's safe. Very well, just hope you're prepared. Not only if something goes wrong, but if all goes right. Whatever we bring about, we'll have to live with the consequences. I understand, Lincoln, I don't take that lightly. I should hope not. Get some rest, friends, we leave at dusk.
Vesta, we need to talk about our orders from back in Chelabans. I was wondering when you would seek me out. Things look grim, don't they? Take heart, Vesta, I only just showed up. Yes, I suppose if anyone could turn the tide, it would be you. Here's to hoping you can make the difference I believe you can. I don't know that I'm quite the weapon I once was. Too many years spent in a dead-end post brewing beer with villagers who don't know how to read. Is it really so bad? It's been glorious, Vesta. Best time of my life. I'm sure you know that I never wanted any of this. Of course. We all know that. That's the news. Alistair did some digging on our little friend from Cosmere Atlas. He thinks it is a credible accusation. Well, of course it is. He's been suspected of something or other on and off for years. Yes, but he dug further than that. He lined up his disappearance with certain events in Delia that directly preceded the start of the war. You think he had Fassel killed and framed the Aramorans? Alistair suspects. I haven't been as up to date in the politics of it, but even I smelled something off of that. No motive. Precisely. Fassel was an excellent king. Whoever that sorcerer was, he clearly had an agenda. Something that the war benefited. Maybe something that required the war. See, I'll keep my mind on it, as will I. Sure, some days it's harder than others, but the way you look out for your kid brother, Fenton, that's a special
You
thing.
really think so?
Thanks, but I think you meant to say Alden. Are you sure? The purple hair and the pointy hat? Yep, that's Alden. Oh, so Fenton's the other kid? Fenton is a dwarf, Benji. Alright, you can say that again. Poor kid, no one's putting fertilizer in his breakfast. No, certainly not. Anyway, what made you say that? Well, he's just so short. No, about Alden and me. Oh, nothing really, I just pick up on things. Do you have any brothers or sisters? One of each. Not that it did me much good. Spent most of my childhood picking up their slack. Some people grow up a little later in life. What you did may have meant a lot to them. You never know what's going on under the surface. And if that was the case, I figure they would have stuck around. Given the chance, they might do things differently now. Do you have any idea where they are? Maybe you could go and see them. Not really. We were never too close growing up anyway. Sure, they'd be more than impressed with all that you've accomplished. You might have even gotten wind of some of it already. You think? I hope so. Then they'd see what they could do with a little commitment. Sounds like you always had their best interests at heart, Benji. Think they were lucky to have you looking out for them. I guess.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks for saying that, Marin. Real glad I ran into all of you back at Red Hill. Quite literally. Huh? What do you mean? I mean, I'm glad too, Benji. We all are.
Alden.
Whoa! Alden, be careful. Did you see the size of that spell? I did. You're lucky I wasn't any closer. I might have felt it too. I wouldn't have cast it if you were any closer. I'd like to believe that. Well, one thing's certain, your powers have grown dramatically. Couldn't have done anything like that back at the academy, could you? Not on purpose,
Come
no.
on.
And what you did at Durban, blasting the gates open like that, I couldn't believe it. To be honest, neither could I. Well, you better believe it, making a real difference. Family survived Varric's attack on Brookstead thanks in large part to you. I'm so glad Grandpa wasn't hurt. I am too. And Marin, I want to take a second
It'll
just to
be
say
alright.
sorry. Totally fine, you're right, I was being a bit dramatic. Wasn't even that close to your spell. No, not for that, I mean for that too, but mostly just for the way I've acted sometimes. I know I can be a bit snappy when you're just trying to help, but I've thought about it and you always mean well. I think I just lashed out because I wanted to be independent. Well, then that's alright, it's good to want to be independent. I know, but I think I wanted more than that. Wanted to prove I could do everything by myself. I don't think that's what it means to be independent anymore. You helped me see that. Very wise of you. It makes you feel better, I accept your apology, but don't feel bad, really. You're just growing up, and even though it's a little sad for me, I'm really proud of you. Why would it be sad? I don't know, it just is. I guess it's sad because it reminds me how much time has passed. Nothing to do about that, that's life. At least we've been able to pass that time together, instead of me waiting around at home wondering what's happened to you. In some ways, I'm really grateful things played out the way they did. That's sweet. I'm glad you feel that way, Alden. The gods really did bless me with a little brother who amazes me every day. You don't have to say that, but thanks. Come here, your hat's getting crooked again. Maybe I got a pin around here I can stick in it. Let me see. Marin, come on. Mother's gonna be fine, Irving. She's tougher than she looks. So am I, Aunt Liberty. Won't crumble just because she's gone. We'll get her back.
Keep that in mind.
Right, I forget you're not little Irving anymore. It's been too long, truly. You were reporting on us to Alistair, weren't you? When we were kids? Of course I was. He missed you dearly. Timing just doesn't always work out. I know, I'm not bitter about it. It's a lot on his shoulders. It's alright to resent him for it, you know. He may have a lot on his shoulders, but he knew he would. He knew he wouldn't be able to stay. And the alternative is me not standing here alive. Think I'll take an absentee father over not being here. Maybe so. I just don't want you to hold this all in and be brave. We can talk about it if you want. When did you get so maternal? When I felt it was necessary, thank you very much. May never have wanted kids of my own, but no one was happier than me when I heard Esme was pregnant. Right. A little surreal to think you were both members of a secret society. Sort of shatters my illusions of just being a normal kid. We wanted for you to get to just be a normal kid. That's why we kept you in Brookstead away from Shellabons. Family commitments sound a lot more glamorous than they play out. Looks like I've turned out to handle family matters either way. Funny how that happens, isn't it? I don't think it's funny at all. I feel sorry that you've been brought into this life. Rather it be me than someone else. I can take it. That's not what I'm worried about. Was it good to see home again, Garrick? I haven't had the time to reflect on that, really. As I realized we'd arrived too late to stop them from taking Esme, I couldn't think of much else. I know, I couldn't either. I don't claim to know what it must have been like for you. Thinking about it still makes me uneasy. Of course it does. I was immediately comforted by the knowledge they wouldn't do anything to hurt her, or they'd risk losing their most valuable bargaining chip. That assumes their enemies think rationally. Sorry, not helpful. That's alright. In spite of everything, you seemed glad to see your father. Of course I was. He's a real splinter in the seat most times, but he's still my father. You speak of him a great deal, but not your mother much. Hardly anything to complain about. It's possible to speak positively of someone without complaining, you know. I happen to agree with you. So much so that I've used that very line before. But I've not had much luck with it. I can imagine. Anyway, I'd always found it a bit strange that you hardly ever mention her, especially given that you chose her for our mentor.
Joke.
Chose her? Irving, I finished my preliminaries practically last in every category. My mother was the only professor who would take me. That's so? Can't believe I never knew that. Well, not exactly a fact I mentioned in the same breath as introducing myself. We met when we could hardly speak, Garrick. I think it's fair to say we were well introduced when you passed your preliminaries. I was embarrassed then, alright? I didn't want you to know. I'm not sure what for. You did a sneak's job of hiding it. Never would have guessed. One of the finest archers I've ever known. Only one of them? It's never enough with you, is it? That's how I carry myself. I got that from you. Always ready to lay the blame. Is that what friends are for? No, family maybe. It's fitting then. I don't know what it's like to have a brother, Irving, but I know what it's like to be your friend. It's difficult to imagine having a brother could be any better. Set the bar quite high. Thank you, Garrick. Might have been the kindest thing anyone's ever said to me. Well, it's true. And only further proof that you're getting sentimental with age. I figure if we die young, I'll be free from your ridicule soon enough. Remember what I said before, don't you? Yes, yes. If you can help it, I'll never let you live this down. Great. Now I'm really looking forward to the rest of our long and miserable lives. Good. I'm not alone then. Never. Not if I can help it. Might I apologize? Before. I was dishonest in my question and knew more than I let on. Wanted to hear from you unprompted. It's alright. Grown accustomed to questioning.
I can help.
I don't question for my curiosity, Arma. I am also capable of viewing auras. I would like to teach you if you would allow me.
Sure, I understand.
I still don't understand what makes you think I can do whatever that is. The combatants that you predicted with your party trick. They would boast. There was one among my people who studied you. He followed their careers through as long as they fought. Never missed a winner and never picked a loser. So I got lucky joking around when I was nothing but a kid. Tell me, what do you feel when you look at Liberty? Excuse me? Think about it. Does she seem odd? She seems very poised, very powerful. Does it not seem strange to you? That isn't a regular descriptor. People don't look at someone and think they look powerful. Alright, teach me that if you're so sure, what am I seeing? Some mortals possess more raw capability to use magic, propensities for different kinds. If you look very closely at me, you'll likely see an aura of wind. Might take some discerning. Hey, there is something swirling around you. Then you are beginning to see. Good. Party arrives at Brookstead too late to help Esme, who is nowhere to be found. You come across Liberty, a member of the Order of Eternals and Irving's aunt. She had been trying to save Esme as well. Vista catches her up and she joins the revolution on orders from Alistair. Vista presents a valuable opportunity to win the hearts of Delay at the Festival of Fame. There, Irving plans to take the stage and recruit citizens to the revolution's cause.
Looks like Alexis cleared the stage. Speak as you normally would. I'll cast a few spells to make sure you're heard well across High Ridge. Right, thanks. Think nothing of it, though I do hope you've come up with something compelling. I'll let the people judge that. We'll keep the soldiers back as long as possible. People of High Ridge, citizens of Delia, you gather here tonight to celebrate Fane, the sacred god of oaths. The Festival of Fane is about honoring your word, rejoicing with your compatriots. Festival of Fane is about coming together to respect our common values. You gather here in High Ridge year after year to celebrate traditions that have survived for a millennium. Yet this year we find these very traditions forbidden by the mandate of Delia's king. Why is it that this year your friends and family were hesitant to make the trip when they'd done so their whole lives? The most honorable people you know, absent from the most honorable event you know. Is their honor now in question? Have they forsaken the traditions they've always held dear? No, their honor has never been in question. Why, then? Because the foul influence of King Varric Valdestar has now poisoned even our most sacred traditions. And what does our king know of oaths? He has broken his oath as a protector of his people, opting to wage a war of conquest that we cannot hope to win. He has broken his oath to care for the weak and vulnerable of his kingdom, breaking them underfoot to build monuments to his pride. He has broken his oath to serve his people, twisting his station to take his citizens as slaves, when his own ancestors first outlawed the savage practice. He once broke an oath that I hold dear as well, conscripting myself and many youths who could hardly lift a sword into his army. He sent many of these children to their death, and for what?
I won't rejoice in destruction.
Hundreds of lives that our great country will never get back. Hundreds of lives that would be happily training at home were one such oath honored that day. I am Irving Sildarin of Brookstead, and the leader of the Delian Revolution. I cannot in good conscience sit idly by and allow this oathbreaker to destroy the kingdom I love.
We are unstoppable.
So join me, those of you who truly wish to honor Fane with a noble sacrifice. Join us in our efforts to restore Delia's honor and glory. Follow the dragon's tail, and friends of liberty will point the way. Silence, traitor. I am the traitor. Come to your senses, man. Capture him. Merrick soldiers have you surrounded, break through their ranks, and escape. It won't be enough to have one unit lead the way. All active units must escape. Okay. So this just sounds like clump everybody up and run. First thing we should do is probably get all the healers in a decent spot. Get all our mages somewhere.
Let's do it.
You're just another cur.
No luck on the crits with those two so far.
Stand and fight.
Thought you'd never ask.
Good. Now do it again.
Whatever it takes.
There.
My shield is yours.
Stop poking me.
You forced my hand.
How is Benji not getting crits right now? Oof. Some big damage. There we go.
Benji's way!
Finally got a crit.
Benji brings the heat!
And he missed. How did that happen?
Benji's got this.
Oh. Oh fuck.
Out of Benji's way! Save some for the rest of us.
Whatever it takes.
Thought you'd never ask.
I'm on it. Your end approaches.
Critical hit. Back.
Now, press the attack.
I'm glad you're okay.
Probably another Reaper. Yeah. Looking that way.
It will be done.
Let's do it.
Ready. Time for a beatdown. I'm all fired up!
Let's do it. Let's do it. Coming in hot!
Oh, Jesus. Whole lot of damage.
Can do.
Hey, pretty good.
Honored.
I hope you deserve this! You
Oh
forced
my
my
goodness,
hand!
double crits.
Time for a beatdown! Time for a beatdown! I'm all fired up! I'm all fired up! Not bad, not bad.
You face the Sonori.
I'm all fired up!
Nice. I can't tell if the enemies are respawning either. I don't think they are.
In position.
How can I assist?
You're really gonna try me?
Even now, the arena is with me.
My shield is yours.
Benji's always ready.
Get that taken care of. Zappity zap. Time for Benji to go dragon slaying.
No hard feelings.
Of course.
Was that really necessary?
Don't look at me.
Stay with me!
I'm a healer.
But
I'm a healer.
Oh. Well, at least managed to whack them.
Weakness has consequences.
Storm strike and a crit. Jesus.
Weakness has consequences.
Well, I guess this is one way to go about it. Okay, let's see what we can do.
You've made your last mistake.
Well, damn. Critical lightning
You've
becomes
made
black
your last
lightning. Jesus.
mistake.
I guess that makes it easy for someone else to go in for it.
Let's do it. That settles that.
Such an easy target. This should be fun.
How can I assist?
At your disposal. Your end approaches.
There we go.
One step at a time.
And he is one level away from getting promoted again.
How can I assist?
There.
More work?
Thought you'd never ask.
Was that really necessary?
I will.
Smash!
I hope you deserve this!
Jesus. Double storm strikes. Oh. Blood magic brought to you by our favorite church.
Then pay with your blood! Then pay
Damn.
with your blood!
Benji brings the heat!
Can do.
Weakness has consequences.
Right.
Are you sure? Coming in hot!
Our enemies will fear us. Father, give me strength!
Oh, damn.
Now, press the attack.
It's on!
This ends here! This ends here!
Such is your fate.
Now, press the attack.
Thought you'd never ask.
How can I help? You forced my hand.
Ouchie, ouch.
My shield is yours. My shield is yours. I'm all fired up!
I will. Today was not their day.
Do not lose hope! Let's get going.
This should be fun.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's on!
Can do.
Don't mind if I do. Benji's always ready.
Let's do it.
There we go.
Come on, who's surprised?
Come, Irving, our task is done. Right, am I the last one out? First in, last out. Let's get back to safety. Ha ha ha. What under the sun? Stay back. Yes, Akramenos, the one you have named Necromancer. He has your mother. She lives for now. Where is he? He's a coward. Tell him to face us himself. He awaits you, Irving Sildarin, at Arrogance Peak in 7 days'
I
time.
will.
It's a fight he wants, he'll have it. Good! Oh, do you hear that? The sand. It's falling in the glass. Running out of time, Irving. Come on. Thanks for coming, everyone. Worst fears have been realized. Varric doesn't have my mother, the Necromancer does. How did you learn this? A reanimated soldier approached us as we fled High Ridge. Thrall of the Necromancer, no doubt.
The necromancer goes by the name Akmenos, and he's expecting us at Arrogance Peak in 7 days. If I'm not there, he'll kill my mother. While it might seem obvious beyond mentioning, we do need to discuss the possibility we'd be walking into an ambush. She'd have come for me all the same. Esme did more for me than my own father. Of everyone I know, she deserves to suffer least on another's
Forgive
behalf.
me.
This isn't easy to say, but we shouldn't go. It's true. It's the obvious choice. If you don't show up, he gains nothing from killing her. If they lose a useful hostage and anger their enemies a great deal. We could call their bluff on
That's
this one.
correct.
Exactly. If we stay, she might die. If we go, she still might die. I would put the odds at a relative equal. On the other hand, if we stay, our mission is unharmed. If we go, we risk losing everything. Right. I won't ask any of you to come with me. This is my fight and my fight alone. I'm going either way. With all the respect, Irving, you should know that's not fair. Maybe not, but that's how it is. Travel across continents with you, we've overcome trials that no one has ever even attempted in centuries. You have to stop acting like this is your journey alone. There isn't a single one of us who wouldn't come with you. Not that. It's that I have no right to force my personal burdens on the rest of you. We don't get to have our own burdens anymore. We're in this together. I knew that the moment I stepped off that ship in Viroa. Sure, it may be reckless to try and save your mother, but many of us would do the same. And you'd be right there with us, wouldn't you? Leading the charge for any one of us. Many of us don't have families left to save. It's a blessing that you do. This is our family now, Irving, and we trust one of these days you're going to have to accept that. I can see that I was abdicating any accountability for my actions. It was unfair of me to pretend you wouldn't join me. You were loyal friends. I'm just here for the good food. You and me both. All but Benji, of course. Hey, what did I do? Oh, be quiet, you big oaf. Can't believe you just stole my line, Irving. Yes, well, I guess what I mean to say is it's hard to admit how much I rely on each and every one of you. We rely on each other, Irving. That's how this works. I'll point out I never said I wanted to stay, simply that we should. The further we acknowledge the danger, the better chance we come out alive. Think I would miss a chance to get Esme back? Not in a heartbeat. We're not doing this because it's strategic, we're doing this because it's right. We're going to Arrogance Peak to give this necromancer a beating he'll never get the chance to forget. I've been waiting to blast this guy for months.
Just like back home.
We're right by your side. Always have been, always will be. Thank you. I'm honored to know you all. What's an oaf, anyway? Oh, Benji. Never change. Oh god, Faust is trying to make friends with people. That can only go so well. Faust, I don't mean any disrespect by it, of course, but what on terror compelled you to pack yourself into that barrel? Good question. Right, so I'd imagine it has an equally good answer. I just like the way it smelled on the inside.
You think?
Really? No, of course not. Are you kidding me? I had somewhere to be.
Yeah.
Somewhere to be. That's right. And you're still with us instead of wherever you were going
Stop.
because you're trying to get rid of me, aren't you? No, not before I understand what you're about, at least. That's a fool's errand, my friend. You really think you got such an uncrackable shell? Listen, very carefully, buddy, because I'm only going to say this once.
I'm
Are you
all-
listening? Yes, Faust. I am an enigma. I have never been truly comprehended, and never will be. My mere existence is a paradox. If you knew the true form of the being with whom you converse, you would tremble in despair.
Uh-huh.
Somehow I doubt that. Then be grateful I've chosen to be merciful and shield your eyes from my true
Really
form.
something.
I think I'm grateful for that all the
Definitely.
same. There we go, that's more like it. What the fuck, Faust? Hey, stop right there, Faust. How did you just do that? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Do what? Can't fool me, I saw you carrying that entire anvil. I don't even think I could do that. I think your eyes are deceiving you, big fella. I was just carrying this hammer here. My eyes never deceive me. Never have, never will. Never. That being said, never! Alright, fine. I was carrying the anvil. Why would you need to carry an anvil? You want us to not be able to forge your weapons? Yes, Benji, I just really hate warfare. Wish I never saw another fight. Hey, everyone, get a load of this idiot. Why do you have to try and ruin the fun for the rest of us, huh? No, didn't mean to. Why don't you leave that anvil where it is, and I don't have to show you how big these biceps get? Was kidding, Benji. You're not the only one around here that does strength training. Lifting an anvil isn't strength training, it's torture. To nurture your muscles. They're not your servants. You're theirs. You gotta be kidding me. Never joke about muscles. Don't let me catch you doing it again. Aye, aye, Captain Benji. So is Faust is a demigod? He seems like he's a sort of like almost like a Loki kind of character. Just sort of coming around just to fuck with people. Hey, Fireballs, how's the whole magic thing going? Hey, Faust, better, that's for sure. Starting to see a difference on the battlefield. Well, you know who isn't seeing a difference? Your enemies. Because they're dead, so they don't see anything. After you kill them, you know, with your spells. No, yeah, I understood that part. Cool. Not my best work. No, definitely not. Listen, I've been meaning to ask. Your sister, is she obliged? What? You know, is she seeing anyone? I don't think so. We don't really talk about that stuff a whole lot. Ah, got it. She's a private woman. I can get behind that. Alright. She got a favorite color, flower, spot in her hometown where she likes and why. Listen, I really think you should just ask her yourself. Oh yeah, absolutely. Who do you think I... No, of course. She probably told me all those things anyway. Just don't want her to repeat herself. Mm-hmm. You'll get it when you're older. I think I get it now. Oh, alright, we got a smart wizard. Kid genius, huh? Whatever, man. Listen, keep up the good work. You're doing great. Just pace yourself, yeah? Starting to make the rest of us look bad. I'll keep that in mind. Good. Honestly, I think we really get each other. We're synced. This is gonna be great. It's already great. Totally, Faust. God, Faust is weird. Alexa, let me just say, between those abs and that armor, you are covered in steel. That didn't do anything for you. How long did it take you to come up with that? Come on now, what makes you think I'm so calculated? I'm a spur-of-the-moment kind of guy. Explains how Ford found you in a barrel. Is that what he's telling people now? That he found me in a barrel? Little sea urchin. Sounds like you two have some issues to work out. Actually, I was hoping you could help me with that.
Don't think so.
I'd much rather not get in the middle of you two. Ew, no, not Ford. I can handle him all on my own. So I'm really thinking about it, actually. Anyway, I mean help me with working out. Gods below. Serious, I have a routine. One that I designed myself, in fact. It's just not cutting it. Not seeing
Here's the
results. You know what, Faust? Maybe I can help you with this one. Yes, let's go. Here's your first piece of advice. Someone tells you to do crunches. They don't mean stuff yourself into a barrel. That's it? You really think that was so clever? How long did it take you to come up with that one? Spur of the moment. That's my girl. Faust, for your own sake, never call me that again. Yikes. I can't keep pushing, Thalen. This is exhausting. You don't have a choice. Your abilities could consume you and others. We cannot allow it. Hold on. I just need to catch my breath. Alright. I know we're pushing hard, Elias. You're young and very powerful. Your dedication is an inspiration. Easy to say from the sidelines. You aren't even breaking a sweat. That's my privilege, is it not? What is it you humans say? Respect your elders? Not this human. Not today. I need you to tell me why this scares you so badly. You're worth 10 men on the battlefield. Am I really a threat?
Forbidden.
Yes, it is fair that I give you the information I have. I've seen what happens to those who try to protect by withholding knowledge. As have I. I haven't seen an arcane aura as powerful as yours in over 300 years. The woman who possessed it saw through the death of hundreds. Gods. Could have stopped her had I known. As they say, one has perfect sight when looking at the past. Leolos was a cousin of mine. A close friend for many years. We trained together, learned to control our powers in Fiftyfold Iron. Even among my kind, the ability to read orders is rare. I hadn't yet the understanding to process what I saw. As we trained, I witnessed her drawing more and more upon the power of Arcana, granting herself immense magical strength. I think the story might have been more fun if you hadn't spoiled the outcome beforehand. I will not speak of Leolos if you disrespect the memory of my family who she slew. Sorry, I guess 300 years and it almost seems as if you weren't even there when it happened. It's alright, Elias, I know that you process things differently. Even other Sun Elves misunderstand our longevity. I'll take my leave. Promise to tell you soon. Memories are painful. And I say you trust why I'm training you as hard as I am. Yes, I can do that. I trust. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good. Benji and Caius. Alright, Caius. It's Benji's turn. Oh, I'm afraid I'm all out of fresh meat here, Benji. I said it was my turn. Look! What's this? Corn chowder with your spice. Corn chowder and Carmanca? You made this? Yep.
Almost lost you there.
Benji, that's so thoughtful. Wow, this is a really hefty portion. I found a big pot. So you did. It smells incredible. Do you like it? Well, I have to taste it first. Let's see here. We're not usually big on corn, but this is delicious. You got a real talent, Benji. Really? Great. Do you think Sophia would enjoy some? I'd be surprised if she didn't. You didn't put any meat in this, did you? Black Abyss, I forgot. I should add some. Actually, Benji, I know you don't want Sophia to miss out, but I think it's just right as is. Cooking's a delicate craft, you know? You wouldn't want to upset the balance.
Make
Good
haste.
point. Hey, don't let me hold you back. Better take it to her while it's warm. Alright, here goes. Hope she likes it. I'm sure she will. God, this is good stuff. Wow. Hey guys, I wanted to catch you for a moment. Hi, what's going on? Nothing. Just wanted to touch on what we talked about a while back, about a reason for fighting. Right. Noticed you were a little sullen after that. I'm not trying to be all down about things, so it came out. Freaks me out that I could be one of those sad, washed-up people I used to serve. Didn't want you to feel like we're doing the wrong thing, because I think it feels clear that we aren't. I just think it's important to be sure, you know?
Well,
Conversation did grate on me for a while. You don't seem like the type to get so serious. It's one of the only times I've seen you sound negative about anything. Anything, I was sullen because I was worried about you, not about myself. Oh, don't
Seriously?
be? Yes, the most reassuring response one can acquire. Don't be. You don't have to be so cheery all the time, you know.
Not
I get that more than I wish I did. And the funniest thing is that I'm not making some big effort to be cheery. Strange to me that people think that. I just don't see the point in living life somber. Things should be fun. Guess I just wasn't giving you enough credit then. I think that's a really admirable way to live. It's part of why I wanted to apologize. See, a lot of my perpetual positivity in you. I hate to see it dashed by the harsh realities of the world. Yeah, it'd take a lot more than the harsh realities of the world to hold me back. Try being an orphan in Concordio, and even this world will feel luxurious. Can't even imagine. Tell you what, I'll bring you with me so you can meet my parents in Duskwater and see the end. You were so curious about it. That actually sounds really nice. I have no idea where I'm going after this, but I may take you up on that. Feel so thankful to have so many friends I can rely on now. Never had anything like it. Before you, Kai, it's hard to believe you could have been in the fight at Red Hill. Both know you couldn't
Not
take me
likely.
one-on-one. That's so, I'll clear up a sparring area and we can see the truth of things. Oh, slow down there. Obviously I was referring to that specific situation and moment in time. Sure. Alden, how do you feel? Fine, just tired. Understandable, these last few days haven't left much time for rest. No, they haven't, but I guess the same is true for everyone else. You're quick to consider the burdens of others. That is the mark of a good heart. Thanks. Why do you ask anyway? Has my form gotten worse? No, not at all. Quite the contrary, I'd say your abilities have improved even beyond what I thought was possible for someone of your age. That's just it, I suppose. You're quite young to shoulder the burdens we carry.
Come on.
I don't get why everyone always says that. What we're doing is hard, but it's important. What's the point in waiting until I'm older to make a difference? My own hardships began at an early age, I'll remind you. I'm no stranger to these thoughts. It's a curious thing. Sometimes battle shows the best in us. More often, it shows the worst. It's important to remember, even when each day brings new peril, that for most people, most days don't look like ours. That's true. Most of my life in Brookstead was nothing like this, and that wasn't even that long ago.
Things change.
Exactly. Life consists of many moments. Some of joy, peace, quiet. At times, the beauty of Terraziel is enough to surprise you, or a smile from a friend.
Arena.
Youth is a time to discover these truths and hold to them. When I entered the arena, I believe I may have lost some of that time. I can only imagine the same is true for you. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that. You know, back at Swift Harbor after the battle, we carried Irving back into the city. The sun set over the ocean. Boy, I never saw anything like it. Never even saw the ocean before. It was beautiful. I didn't really want to say anything. It felt kind of wrong to find something beautiful after everything we'd been through. Just what I'm trying to say is I think our lives have those moments too. Just have to know how to find them. I broached the subject in hopes of teaching you something I wish I'd learned long ago, but I sense I have become the student. Thank you for sharing that reflection with me. Yeah, of course. Thanks for making me think about it. You've chosen a difficult life, Alden. We must never lose sight of the reason we chose it. Fortunately for us, we got plenty of good reasons all around us. Fortunately indeed. Didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I made those a man's last words once. Yikes, hope he deserved it. He definitely did. Filthy deserter thought he could get the jump on me and my friends. Then he thought he could sneak away. Get away with one mistake now and then, but never two. Really don't mean to kill the mood here, but weren't you a deserter too, legally
Don't
speaking?
think so.
Resisting is not the same as deserting. We didn't turn our weapons on our own people for a profit. Maybe not, but sounds like you waylaid plenty of caravans. We redirected some supply chains, and only when they were carrying arms or armor for the war effort. I don't imagine all that redirecting occurred as peacefully as you make it seem. There were times when we were forced to defend ourselves. You should have an interesting way of looking at things. Before Varric put a target on my father's back, I saw things like pretty much everyone else. When I learned the world was upside down, I tilted my head to see it as it truly is. Standing on your head, huh? Now this is starting to make sense. Clever. Fenton, do dwarves really live underground? I.e., deeper than most men have ever delved. Whoa, isn't it cold and dark down there? Not in the slightest. Terraziel's got a great big heart, you see, and it beats with hot orange blood. There's plenty enough of it to keep our toes and our forges hot. It's crazy, so the ground bleeds? If you cut deep enough. How deep would I have to dig to see it? Ha! Better off picking up where centuries of my forefathers left off, lad. No use reinventing a hole in the ground. That makes sense. Another question, actually. Ask away. At the academy, I also heard that dwarves drink too much. Is that true? Heh, that there's the right myth, lad. It's quite the opposite. A dwarf never drinks enough. Not every day that a host of dwarves runs aground, but when they do, you can count on him drinking every tavern dry for miles. I think my aunt wishes she were a dwarf. Can't say I fault her for it, but I do wonder what makes you say that. Dad always says she drinks too much at family banquets. Ah, well, strong drink's not for everyone. Certainly not a youngin' like yourself. Best to steer clear for now. Aaron usually won't even let me go near it. That's probably for the best. But don't fret, there'll be time enough for drinks and merriment. When that time comes, I'd be more than happy to help you find your way to a choice pint. Thanks, Ben. I bet they make great drinks in Everhearth. The greatest. I'm starting to get rosy just thinking about it. Didn't count on Alden's aunt being an alcoholic. What the fuck? This is where I'm gonna end it off for today. I appreciate you coming, El. And of course, yeah, this Saturday is gonna be more Chain of Memories. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.